Guys, one of the first questions that new preppers often ask is, what is the best survival food? And really the best survival food will depend on the people who stockpile it. What are your needs? What do you like to eat? What are you used to preparing? There isn't really a broad best survival food for everyone, and that will depend on different factors, like I said, who you are, what you like to eat, what your system can stand, what you're used to eating, what you're used to preparing. Different things will determine what's the best survival food for you. For some people, they'll like to store food such as hard red winter wheat, and this is a great survival food, has a indefinite shelf life, it's stored dry, and this here, if this is kept in the dry, this will be good and edible after I'm dead. So it pretty much has an indefinite shelf life, but you also need to have a grinder to be able to grind this. You need to know how to prepare this and to fix this into actual food. And that takes time to learn how to do that. So this might not be the best option for everyone, especially considering wheat and other grains. This might be the best time for everyone, especially considering right now a lot of the news outlets, even the mainstream news outlets, a lot of those are talking about possible food shortages and also even famines, depending on your location. No one can predict exactly where it's going to happen, how bad it's going to be, but a lot of people are predicting that we're going to have food shortages, distribution issues with that food, and possible complete famines and starvation, and a lot of death from the starvation, mainly because of this pandemic. But right now, you need to worry about, you might not have time to stock up on wheat and grinders and actually learn how to use that. And it might not be the best option for most people anyway, even though it is a long-term storage option, wheat and other whole grains. Another option you might have is something like this ready-made food storage that comes. You can buy these in different cans. You can get also MRE type foods, and you can get these in 5-gallon buckets. You can get these in number 10 cans, different kinds of foods and things. But this is a lot of people buy these that are pre-packaged survival foods. This is from survivalfoodcave.com. I ate some of this several years ago. I'm not even sure if this company is still in business or not, to be honest about it right now. I bought several of these and I tried some of them out and they're okay. It wasn't the best thing in the world. It's about like it's a general quality. Pretty much all this stuff is pretty much the same quality. Now you'll get some, like Mountain House is usually a little bit better than some of the others, but this is okay quality. But anyway, that's not a review of this product. 20-year shelf life, and that's what gets a lot of people to buy these pre-packaged survival foods, because of the long shelf life, or the listed shelf life anyway. 90 servings. What gets you though is down here in this fine print, it says 90 servings up here, but down here you see approximately 1,000 calories per day for 15 days. And 1,000 calories per day isn't enough. You'll definitely need to double up on that, especially if you're having to work a lot, and you will be having to work a lot, be under a lot of stress. Survival situation, you're going to be out, most situations anyway, you're going to be out trying to hunt, you're going to be out raising a garden, and that'll also supplement this food here. So, you know, it kind of works in together, but you'll need more than 1,000 calories a day, even just pretty much just laying around the house. You'll need more than that. So you need to supplement this. So this isn't really the best choice for everyone. Plus, most people isn't used to eating this type of food, so it'll be a complete change of diet for most people, and that takes getting used to, and it also has an effect on your stomach and your general digestive system. So if you're going to go that route, you might want to look into getting something like this with fiber. Any kind of diet change will usually cause either constipation or diarrhea, and you need to have something on hand for both of those, diarrhea and constipation. This works really well, and if you're going to have a change of diet, you definitely need to stock up on some fiber to keep everything flowing as it should. One of the best survival foods, I think, and especially right now with the limited time to actually stock up, is regular store-bought canned food. One of the great things about canned foods, store-bought canned foods like this, is that your family is already used to eating this type of foods. Unlike, you know, MRE type foods or wheat or pre-packaged survival foods like this, your family's already used to eating this type food, so it won't be a drastic diet change for everyone. And having this familiar diet is especially important to if you have older people in your group, if you have children, especially children. A quick change of diet is a really good thing. So you need to try to keep everything as normal as possible. And most people are used to eating canned foods. Another great thing about canned goods is you already have your own water supply, so there's no need to store extra water to prepare your food. It's already in there. You already have your water inside the can. You just open the can up and fix your food and you're good to go. No need for any extra water storage or anything like that. As far as the shelf life of canned foods go, these cans always have a best by date on the bottom of the can. And the best by date means the best use by date. It doesn't mean when you pass by this date you throw the can out or throw the food out because it went bad and you can't eat it. What that means is the best by date means if you eat it before that date, then it will have the full nutritional value that is listed on the back of the can, plus it will have the full flavor. After that date, the nutritional value might slightly go down, but not really likely, but it can. But that's what they're saying is that's the best use date, that it has the full flavor of the food that will be the same as it was the day it was canned, and will have the full nutritional value also. That's what that means. As far as the actual usefulness of the canned food and actual storage life, that would depend on the food. For example, meat products have different shelf life than, say, vegetable products. Tomatoes have different shelf life than, say, green beans. But generally speaking, as long as your can is no rust on the can and the can's not been damaged, like it's not been dented through where something's leaking out of it, or it's not rusted through where any liquid's leaking out, the can looks good still yet, the can is not bulging anywhere, then generally the food is good. Open it up, and if it smells good, or when you open the can up, if it like spurts out, that's not really a good sign either. If you open it up and it smells good, and it doesn't spurt, the can's not rusty, the can's not dented through, it's not leaking anywhere, then you should be good to go with your canned food. Canned food is, right now, especially one of the best options. I think it's one of the best prepper foods right now because it has a good storage life. Everyone's used to eating this. It's easy to go out to the store right now and find this stuff and stock up on it, but it is getting, in certain canned goods, are getting less supply right now, so you better hurry up and do it and get all you can right now, stock up. But overall, regular store-bought canned foods has a whole lot to offer. And if you compare this to some of the other foods like the pre-packaged survival foods, the canned foods are going to be cheaper. You're going to be used to eating these canned type foods. Canned type foods going to have more nutritional value. They're going to taste better. There's going to be more variety. They have their own water supply. So really all the way around, regular store-bought canned foods that's normally used to buying at your grocery store will be a better option to stock up on than prepackaged survival foods, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with prepackaged survival foods if you have the money to stock up on those, but you also need to have a good supply of canned foods also. And I think the canned goods like this should be your number one item that's in your number one bulk item that is in your food storage. Like I said at the start of the video, wheat and whole grains like that are good. They last forever, but you have to know how to grind those, and you have to know how to prepare those and cook those. And these are all familiar, and pretty much you just open the can up and ready to go. Speaking about opening the can up, you need to definitely get several good can openers in case something happens. And a lot of cans anymore come with the pull tabs like this, and that's great, but some don't like this, and you'll need to have a can opener. So get several can openers. If worse comes to worse, you can use a knife, and there's other ways to get these open, but by far the easiest way is a good can opener, and these are cheap. So stock up on several of these and put these back. But also stuff like peanut butter has a good shelf life. Noodles, salt, canned milk, that's canned chicken. Just get what, you don't have to get what I have here I'm showing you all right now. Get what you like, what your family likes, what you normally eat. Buy what you normally eat when it comes to canned food and store it in bulk. If you don't have the money to buy a 3-month supply right now, and a 3-month supply should be your goal, 3-month supply should be, when you're stocking up on survival food, don't try to go for a whole year at once. It's best to have a goal of 3 months at a time, 3 months at a time. So right now, if you're starting from nothing, work on 3 months. I'm going to put a link in the description below to a PDF that I've made that has suggested types of foods and how much per person and things like that. You can go around and click on that link in the description and you can download that. It's free, it's a PDF. You can download that and print that off, and it'll be a good general list to go by. But again, you want to get foods that you want, that your family wants, that you're used to eating, that you're used to preparing, and that's the best way to go. This canned corn right here, as I said, these all have a best by date, and this can of corn is the best by date, best by December 2015, as you can see right there. But this can, so that's 5 years past the best used date or best used by date, like you talked today. But anyway, I'm gonna open this can up and we'll look at this contents inside this can. I've got a bowl here somewhere to put these contents in. Hold on a second. My bowl blew away into the floor. That ain't good. Anyway. But this is 5 years past the best by date, and I stored this in May 6, 2014 when I first bought this and dated it. So another thing you need to do is always date your food or canned goods with a marker. You can get a date stamp, but you want something to make sure that you know not just the best used date, but the date you actually stored it. And use your canned goods. Actually use all your storage foods on a first in, first out basis. That way, if you buy this, if you bought this a year ago and you need to buy some more to replace this, it's the same thing. It's an example. When you buy this today to replace it, then you want to use this and replace it with this on a first in, first out basis. The first food you put in is the first food you eat. So we'll open this can of canned corn up and look at this. You can see the seams are all good. There's no rust. The can's not bulging or anything. And I'm doing this to illustrate what you need to look for on the canned food. And no spewing, nothing like that out of it. And you want to look at the contents, smell the contents. If there's any kind of funny smells, then you might want to try to skip that because you know that it might be bad. You can see it looks really good. That's 5 years past the expiration date. You can see in there, good color. But you can smell this. It smells fresh, very fresh. And I'm making a mess trying to illustrate this. That's what you want to look at. 5 years past expiration date, and this is plenty good date right now. Even 5 years have passed. It smells good, looks good. Can's not bulging, can's not rusted through, the can is not dented, the can's not leaking anywhere. When I opened the can up, it didn't spurt anything out, so it's all good signs, perfectly eatable even 5 years past the expiration date. But again, you have to be the judge and make your own decisions about what you eat and how long you go past the best by date. But usually the best by date is you can pretty much ignore that on your canned goods. Just always use first in, first out basis. That way you'll have a fresh supply or the freshest supply on hand at all times. But like I said, 3 months at a time, canned food, other food you might normally store. The best survival food is the food you normally eat. What you're used to eating, get that now, stock up on that. Canned food is probably one of the best things right now that you can stock up on because it's, like I said, you can find it easily. You can stock up on it. It's cheap, a lot cheaper than prepackaged survival foods. Has a great shelf life, has its own water supply. So stock up right now, and I'll leave a link in the description below, like I said, to that PDF, and it has a 3 month a list of 3 months supply of different foods that you need and for different age groups and things. So go down there in the description and just click on that and download that and print that off. You can use that as just a general guide. Again, it's not like any of the stuff, it's not a definite, you got to do this, you got to do that. You have to tailor your own food storage and your own preps in general on what you need, what your family needs, your location, your skill level and everything like that. But generally speaking, the bulk of your food storage should be store-bought canned food like these canned beans and beef stews and soups and meats and vegetables and everything. You can get everything you need in canned food. And don't waste any more time. Go out and start stocking up on your 3-month supply right now. Get at least 3 months. If you don't have any food at all and you can afford it, get 3 months all at once if you can. Like I said, the list will be down in the description below. You can check that out. Click on that and download that and have some general recommendations on how much you should need for that 3 months, depending on the age and things like that. And that'll be a general guide to help y'all figure this stuff out. But right now, everybody's predicting food distribution issues, food shortages, even famine and death, depending on who you talk to. It's always a good idea to have a good supply on hand. Start out, try to get 3 months. Once you get to 3 months, if you can, get another 3 months, and so on until you get up a year's supply of foods. But I think the bulk of your food and the best prepper food, the best survival food is store-bought canned goods. Well guys, if you liked the video, get a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, be notified when I upload a new video. And like I said, description below, click on that link and download that and print that off, the general guide to your food storage. Hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. And I hear my phone ringing. Let me answer the phone, see who it is.